Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Oh my goodness. The sun is out after what we felt like was like 15 days of rain here in DC. I'm so excited. But you mentioned that to someone else and their response is, yeah, but it could be worse. It could be like the people that were hit in the hurricane and so on. And yeah, that is true. But remember, every time you take a lower frequency yourself of feeling bad about something or placing your opinions, your judgments, and feelings in combination someplace else, you're lowering the frequency of someplace else. Yeah. So instead, see these people as reviving, coming together, joining in community, helping each other through devastation, through loss of life, being grateful for what you have, not for what you don't have or what could have happened here, but just be grateful in the moment and stay in those upper registers of love and assist wherever you can assist in others. So when others are gossiping or in judgment or woe's me in thought about self or others, step away from it. Don't be a party contributor. Don't be a sponsor to things that you don't want to be a sponsor to with your time, your talent, your treasury. So step away from it. Don't try to spin it. Say something positive to balance the multitude of negatives because you're wasting your energy. Conserve your energy. Take a step back. Just had conversation with someone the other day who was woe's meing it to all of her jobs. And I had to point it out that every time you woe's me, you get multiple woe's me's back. And if you look at yourself as a glob, now you're getting globs of things stuck all over you like Velcro. So you're only drawing more of that to you when you're contributing it back out. So allow things to cycle through the body and allow the generator, allow the expansion of that generator, crank it up with your dials on your circuitry board, and stay in a frequency that is above that. So you're not only contributing to lowering someone else's, you're contributing to lowering yours and attracting more back and attracting more towards those who are in that frequency of maybe a dense, lower vibration of woe's me, what's happening in the world, what's happening to me as a person. It's all victimism. So stay away from it. So as the planets and the energies are going to do what they do, it is super important to be in the conscious mind, my friends. So let's just talk about some pet peeves that have been coming up for me this morning. Goodness gracious. Well, here's one. If you sprinkle while you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat. So when you're in these workplaces or in these public bathrooms or you're in your own house, wipe the damn seat. Take a look. Did you sprinkle anywhere? Clean it up. Don't leave it for the next person. It's disgusting. If somebody walks by you and says hello, is it above you or below you or just completely that you don't, oh, hi, how are you? Just a simple smile, simple acknowledgement back. Hello, good morning, nice to see you. Can you not just share that with everybody? No, I'm not saying say it all and expect it back, but when someone says it to you, I'm getting blank stares today. I'm getting, like, what? Here's another one. If you're at a red light and it turns green, please give the person in front of you a minute to put their foot on the gas. Please. Before you beat and create upset nervous systems. So what? You could let the person in front of you know they need to go and that you're on a time frame? Because that 1 millisecond of a second of a second of the millisecond second is so vitally important that you could cause somebody to react instead of respond. And maybe they were hesitating because somebody in front of them was actually still there. And maybe it wasn't as clear as you thought it was. That happened to me this morning. The guy missed the exit ramp. And then the light was right there. So he wanted to back up. I saw it. I slowed down. I did not hog the exit ramp. I let him fumble and find reverse. But the person behind me was so that they could turn. I just patiently sat there and let the guy go. And then I went and then they saw, oh, there was another car there. Oopsie. Because guess what? If I had responded to that and I moved up, this dude could have backed into me and then those two could have collided. Instead, I maintained every part of the membrane that I possibly could. Now, this is me working in retail today with the general public on a beautiful sunny day where I'd love to be outside, but instead I'm going to be inside. And I'm going on very, very little sleep because for some reason, last night every cell was like go, 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 rev, rev, rev. Like I had some kind of power bullshot before I went to sleep. And all my normal tactics were not working. Self-breathing. Bringing in Source Creator. Asking my guides for a sleepy time snuggle hug. For getting into a different position. Getting my massager out and rolling it on my back and tightness of my legs. Putting another pillow under my knees so I could maybe flatten the spine a little bit. Having to get up and pee every freaking 5 minutes. Until I finally just stopped fighting it. Somewhere in there I went to sleep. My alarm went off early because I needed to be in the chiropractor's office so they could adjust an adjustment that didn't adjust and that readjusted and took my body out of complete alignment and locked me up in 48 hours. So I needed to go back over there and get a little hit. And then I needed to come home and get myself ready. So I sat in front of a Zoom meeting that was supposed to occur. That when I looked at my email address, found they had recently changed it to another day when I could have been on the road at work a little bit earlier. So let me tell you something, guys. Energy's energy. The planets are going to do what the planets do, but everything is going to conjunct Uranus. Everything. Because that's the kind of direct boom, boom energy we got. It could congeal your butt cheeks. They are just sealed and you're just wrenched for the rest of the day. Or you could just imaginarily unclench and unseal, tell Uranus and Uranus to separate. You could bring it back here just a little bit more. You can get into your commanders in your driver's seat and you could say, you know what? I'm the operator of this vehicle. And I choose to take a step back and slow my roll just a little bit so that I can observe, see, sense, and feel before I respond, react, reply, maybe in unkind. Maybe I start getting all jumbled up in here. And that's like static cling. And it creates more static. And then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I'm all top heavy. Instead, I gotta let the energy filter out, down and through and out, in and out, through me, for me, to me, with me. Just like the air and the breeze that you don't see. You gotta let the energy do the same thing. Don't let it lock up and hold on to you. The other thing is these triggers. These triggers that are happening for people. It's not necessarily a red trigger that says, warning, warning, warning. Memory just came in and it's going to create physical, mental, and emotional stress on the avatar. It could just be a glimpse of a memory that happens so quickly that doesn't make any sense. And because it doesn't make any sense, maybe you're like, what was that? Oh my gosh, maybe I've been triggered. Now I'm feeling all this energy in my body. Maybe you just need to move the body. You need to get some fresh air and sunshine. Maybe you just need to move the body because that energy needs to move through you. Because it's for you, because it's coming to you. Regardless of whether you consciously gave it permission or not, it's there. What you gonna do is what it is, right? So we can't change where the planets are right now. We can't change how recent tropical storms are doing what they're doing. We can't change the way maybe some darker agenda has aligned things up till now. But we can change in how we respond to it and how we share information with each other. Because in the gold honeypot of information are going to be some beautiful golden nuggets of how to make change. How to make change. And how to share that information with someone else. You know, I said something to my parents last night at dinner about the lithium mines in Asheville, and sometimes storms are pre-planned, and you know, my parents are in their 90s. My dad's a news person. You don't hear it on the news. Well, so both my parents were like, what? And my response was, just because you have never heard this before doesn't give it any more or any less truth. It's just information. And you'd be surprised if you just take the information and keep it equal on the scales, that more information may come to you that starts to offset and bring in more information. And again, it's just information that comes through you, to you, for you. And it's coming to you for a reason. Only you can pump the brakes and turn things off. So you already know that, you know, there's only a small amount of insurance companies that own everything. There's only a small amount of food companies that own everything. There's a small amount of conglomerates that own oil and gas. They control everything. A small amount of banking systems that control everything. There's a monopoly on everything. But the more we talk about it, the more we share the information, or we receive the information and it may feel foreign and unknown to us. And we just don't want to believe that there's an agenda out there that could create that. But yet you'll be a Bible thumper and you'll believe all the stories that are in there that will tell you that there's an opposing force, but they try to give it a name of a so-called being. And again, it's information. So just because something sounds far-fetched or unfamiliar, don't knock it out of the ballpark and deny it and shut it down. Just be like, oh, no, hadn't heard that one. And then just be with it. Have no judgment to it, no matter how crazy it may sound. But then again, don't stand there and have long conversations about it, because what exactly are you doing? You could be taking your nervous system and literally, with jumper cables, shocking the hell out of it. Which in turn does what? Takes every cell of every membrane of every part of your organs, every part of your physical, muscular, skeletal, flesh and bones and blood, and it disrupts them. Like a volcano. Constant volcanoes erupting. Next thing you know, you're either revved up or you're exhausted, because you just have no compartmental space to place anything anymore. So you just need to say, gotta shut it all down. So listen to what you need. Go with the flow of today. Try to find some humor in some of the things that are going on. If you can't find any humor, come back and listen to my ridiculous humor, because it's warped. And it's there, and it's just real, and it's raw, and I don't even say 90% of the things that are going on up here that just make me giggle. All right? If you need any help on this journey, and you want to learn how to work your dials and your circuitry board, and how to maintain a platform, a frequency that keeps you in a state of homeostasis and health. Embodiment coach right here. Happy to help you. embodimentofthesoul.com. Email me. Sessions are done by Zoom. If you know of anybody who's having a tough time that might benefit, gift them a session or gift them a video of mine, or just mention, hey, I feel like I need to connect you with Sandy. Let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. All right. So much love, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a comment. Tell me how you're doing. Bye.